All right, let's get back into the game. It's QXE versus Hero. Game 2, IEM New York City. Hero dismantling his opponent in game number 1.
That's right. Sorry we kind of jumped in a few seconds into this game, a few minutes actually. We had to restart the stream real quick to fix some of the problems you guys are having. Hopefully those will be resolved. Anyways, in the game here at the bottom left-hand corner of Yansu LE, we have the red Protoss Liquid Hero. Of course, his opponent in the upper right-hand location, the blue Terran Complexities QXE. QXE going for a Reaper expand. Hero has scouted out. Hero looks like he's going for a Gateway expand, but the SCV being so annoying.
Kill it.
Ah!
Got him.
Well, that ties it up 1-1. The Probe and SCV both bravely died, scouting for their country. Reaper circumvents the Stalker. Actually, Mothership Core is leaving the base too. Well, I mean, he knows there's a Reaper out there. Okay, he has a second Stalker on the way, but QXE maybe to pick off a Probe or two. Okay, he's chrono boosting this because he knows the Reaper is a threat. You know, he's going to go into probes. What does QXE have at home? The bunker may not finish in time, but can the Reaper do enough damage as well? Okay, one probe goes down. It's killed 2 so far, 3. His second probe goes down in the main.
Wow.
Not too bad, but can QXE defend? He needs to pull another SCV. He needs to get this bunker up, because once Mothership Core gets there, 4 Marines will not cut it against both the Protoss units. But I think it's going to be fine. Oh, Stalker taking a lot of damage. Great defense by QXE. Meanwhile, of course, his Reaper did escape as well, I believe.
Nice timing on the bunker. It's like, if you don't make that bunker, a lot of damage can be dished out there from here. So.
I mean, I've seen that in games.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, the Marines get picked off and more rally out. They get picked off as fast as they come out. And this Reaper's back at it. Okay, there's a Stalker here. His Reign of Terror. Actually, can you get one more probe and get away? Oh! The Reign of Terror continues. Wow, that Reaper, he is a vicious guy. Okay, he may lose the depot here. He may try to go on the low ground and save it. I think he is, actually. He's going to unload, and the Mothership Core is going to time warp. Yeah, it's going to have to time warp.
Nice time warp there. Stalker's being fancy. Hero's so good at this micro, trying to take out those
Mothership
Marines.
Core, though, remember, it is slower than Marines. It's going to get, it uses time warp, so it has no recall. I'm pretty sure the Mothership Core is going to go down here if QXE continue to pursue, but maybe thinking the Stalkers would continue picking at him. Reaper is continuing to scout. I think the Reaper spotted Stargate too, actually. Let me check. No, it didn't. It did not spot the Stargate, so Oracle could catch QXE off guard. Oh, Stalker, be careful! Takes down a Marine, but this Stalker is very low in life. You know, QXE trying to get a more forward bunker up. Where is that Reaper? Okay, it's still... Oh, did it? It killed a Stalker! It killed the almost dead Stalker.
Wow.
This Reaper is an absolute monster. He's a Corporal. 4 probes, 1 Stalker to his name. He thinks he's invulnerable. He's going in for a second pass.
And that's got to feel like QXE has to feel good about that.
Oh, is he going to get in the back of the base?
He's going to take out a gateway.
Not able to quite spot the target. Oh!
You're a Corporal. You must survive.
He is going to survive for now. Mothership Core is going to return home as well. QXE coming out with some units here. In fact, Stim is almost done. Now, meanwhile, there is an Oracle coming around the top of the map, but QXE has nothing to defend against that. Of course, he has rallied Marines, but they're not in position. Can he push in the front? Remember, Mothership Core's not here. Sentry. Okay, there's Fulton overcharge. He can go up to main. There's no Sentry.
No force field.
He's going up to main.
QXE charging into the main base. He's not going down without a fight, and Hero was wondering what the heck went wrong. 2 Stalkers gone, 3 Stalkers gone. Mothership Core vulnerable as well, and it should be taken down. He's going to stay alive for now.
There's
Meanwhile,
5 kills on the
Oracle in the main base of QXE with 5 kills. But QXE in the main base of his opponent with a good amount of Marines.
Yeah, he has Stim. He uses Stim.
Oh.
He's going to take out all these. Mothership Core goes down. The Stalker's going down. Meanwhile, there's another Oracle in the natural. Is it going to... Oh, it stops Missile from getting up, but QXE is in the probe line doing a lot of damage. Oracle in the main has no more energy. It's been turned off. Oracle in natural. He's going to be taken out by Marines, I think. Yes, great micro by QXE, pulling back hurt Marines. More Stalkers being warped in. That should clean QXE's army up, but I don't know who got the better end of that trade. Let's take a look at things. So Workers killed. Very even from both players, and typically that favors Terran because mules play a bigger role on lower econ games. Let's take units lost. Heroes definitely lost a lot more. Of course, he lost so many Stalkers. And QXE's defense is strong. Economy-wise, oh, actually, he's down by 10 workers. I think maybe Heroes done a little bit better job of continuing probe production throughout the game. So overall, actually,
Hard to say, honestly. There's no robo
I mean,
anywhere.
Hero has an advantage in economy and in supply, right? That's definitely fair to say. But QXE, you could definitively say, has a tech advantage, right? He has medevacs out. He has Stim done. He's got, you know, Marines with, well, let's look at upgrades. He has stim and +1 weapons. Hero doesn't have a single upgrade done yet. And most importantly, against Medivacs and Marines, is a Protoss you really, really, really want to have either billions of charge loss or Storm or Colossi, and the progression towards that is non-existent. There's a, I mean, here's Twilight Council. There's not a Robo on the field yet. I actually, you know, if QXC, I think he can get something done with maybe 4 Medivacs, and okay, he's going with 2 right now. Combat Shields is on the way.
There are Phoenixes though. That worries me a little bit. There's going to be a 3rd on the way.
I'd actually don't even want him to do drops, just attack in the front and micro. But like, what can Hero do against 16 Marines with stim? Like, this is Hero's army. He doesn't even have photon overcharge. Yes, I love this. And the Hero knows this is a threat. He's getting a photon cannon, but it's not done yet. There's no photon overcharge. There's an Oracle in the front, but they'll have to come back to help out.
Big stim there from QXC, sprinting on into the natural expansion, taking down the Zealots in a matter of seconds. The force field going down, trying to delay things a little bit. A nice force field on the ramp there, and QXC gonna pick up, gonna drop on the high ground. Very fancy moves indeed, but the Phoenixes are coming forward, and QXC gonna drop those range to try to protect those Medivacs.
He's gotta keep the Medivacs alive now.
Good control overall from both players.
Definitely great. Oh, Oracle does not want to lose that. That's a very important unit. QXC, oh, with the Phoenixes there, he may be picked apart. Medivac's trying to evacuate. Oh no, they give up. They stop right now. The Phoenix is lowering them down, and this kind of backfired what may have been a timing window. Medivac, run!
What a good response there from Hero. It turned into a situation where it was a little bit scary into just swallowing up the army of QXC. Phoenix is overhead taking on Medivacs. We had an Oracle swooping in there doing damage to Marines. And it was kind of baiting QXC in a sense, trying to appear weak, but then he just came in with all his units.
QXC went a bit too early, didn't have combat shields done yet. I kind of feel 4 Medivac timing might have ended the game, but now that window may not be open. Charge +2 armor's on the way, Templar Archives is on the way as well. The Medivac count has been reset. QXC is realizing the same thing. He's going to revert to the macro game, taking a 3rd command center. Meanwhile, Hero is ahead in supply. Economically speaking, it's fairly close. Hero loses the Oracle, takes some damage on the Phoenixes as well. Oh, nice. Interrupting that missile turret, picking up some more Marines on the rally. Hero really so much done with these Phoenixes.
Be careful with the Medivacs.
Oh, you gotta be careful with missile turret here too. Oh, another. He even picks off more SCVs consistently.
Oh, more Phoenix. Going the wrong way, getting taken out there. But overall, Hero's been
very
playing,
happy.
He's been playing these last 4 minutes like really, really well. Actually, the entire game has been pretty good.
Yeah,
Hero.
I mean, it's liquid Hero.
Yeah, that's a good point.
QXC had a really awesome attack there where he got in the main, and but then the follow-up, you know, Hero was able to just totally stomp that 2 Medivac attack. QXC's coming in again. I think he's more looking to deny a 3rd base. I mean, if this Zealot army needs to have charge, if they're backed by Phoenixes, QXC's army could be very vulnerable. QXC's army is fairly small. I mean, if you look at the army values, Hero is significantly above them.
What's the best way for QXC to come back here? Because I feel like he is behind, and his opponent has Storm.
Yeah, I mean, he will have an economic advantage with the 3rd orbital.
Okay, so just play defensive and macro out, macro like a madman, get a bunch of bases up, get that econ going.
I just saw Widowmine, and I imagine if he was reacting out Widowmines, I think that'd be great against the competition. Widowmines are kind of weak things like Colossi, to just take them all before they can get a shot off. But against mass charge lot, Archon, like, yeah, if you clump a bunch of Widowmines, they can storm them, right?
Yeah.
But Widowmines are amazing against both charge lots and Archons. And against that competition, if he had like 6 Widowmines going off at the start of the battle, that would just dilute the Protoss army so much. That may be a way to get back in the game. He's producing a few. Okay, here come the Phoenixes. Phoenixes is continuing to pick off units here and there. Really, really being annoying. Okay, Ghosts, of course, are super important as well. You cannot go up against Hero plus Storm without those.
I like that. I like that. Getting those Ghosts in a good amount of time, so the High Templar, he will actually have a response to them if Hero decides to be aggressive in any capacity. Also, something to look out for is, when is that Colossus transition going to happen? Oh my god. Okay, we just saw 2 things go in production at the craziest same time that like you never see in this matchup.
Yes, this is almost reminiscent of Hero trying what we saw SOS try in Season 1 Grand Finals. I think it was like the deciding game or something like that against Innovation. He went for Storm and Tempest on Neoplanet S, and it's a composition that can work, and Hero's going for that as well. Now, on the other hand, QXC is going for nuclear weapons.
Yes.
There's only thing that's more devastating in size for him. Ghost!
Whoa! Great snipes there from QXC. That's exactly what he wanted. Now going to stim and kite away. Those High Templar caught completely off guard. QXC had his laser eyes on those. Is Hero distracted right now? Okay, no, he is
trying to
sending
run
some
by.
zealots.
Widowmine's landed a little bit late. Meanwhile, there is another High Templar here in the back. Hughesie's got to be careful of that, another Time Warp as well. If the Storm doesn't land magically, Hughesy can kite this forever. The Ghost gets picked off. Meanwhile, Zealots in the main, they're being taken care of. Hughesy actually doing a great job. Oh, dodges the Storm as well. That's the last Storm Hero has in this area of the battlefield.
Okay.
Oh, Hero's so good with these Zealot run-bys, man.
I like that bunker there. I need to get some guys inside there.
Yeah, I think he's out losing a couple Marines.
There's a second Stargate. Is Hero still going to feel comfortable going for
upgrade-wise, Hero, he's been going for the Tempest, so he hasn't had the gas to continue upgrades so much. He's at 1-2. Hughie's going to have an upgrade advantage in a second at 2-2. And he has a nuclear weapon at his disposal.
Yeah, could he do a timing before Tempest get out in that critical mass?
Maybe. It's all going to come down to the Storm versus the Ghost control. I mean, he's going very Marine heavy, if you notice that. Hughie's really focusing a lot on Marine Ghosts. And that makes your army like a glass cannon, right? Having less Marauders as far as units he's producing. If he can neutralize the Templar, a heavy Marine army will just, the Zealots will evaporate instantly. It's like they're not even there. But all it takes is, 1 or 2 or 3 good storms, and all of a sudden all the Marines die instantly. So it's a super fragile army. EMPs are going to be very important. I'd actually kind of like these Widow Mines here. I really love the inclusion of them. Against Phoenixes running around, you can see that it's been depleting the Phoenix count. Also, every Widow Mine is a guaranteed kill on any Protoss unit, which are all fairly expensive. Oh, this is such a wicked Templar right there.
Hiding behind that rock.
Yeah.
On the high ground, so.
You open up a rock. Sometimes there's a Beetle, and sometimes there's a High Templar with a couple storms at his disposal.
All right, Ghost kind of sneaking across left-hand side here.
Here it comes. One. Okay, gets one. Gets the second one. Remember, snipes slightly outranges feedback. Oh, the Phoenix is going down as well. 2 of them, anyways. Things are starting to look better for QXC. He's reacting, getting that second starport, so he can really crank out a lot of the Vikings to deal with the Tempest. As he's pushing in here, of course, he's taking out the pylon, moving in, and Hero's got to be careful because he doesn't have that many Tempests. He has enough to pick at the army, but Hero's army still super relies on Storm, and he's been able to keep his Templar count high, but QXC continues to slowly whittle it down.
Okay, so what's QXC's best response to these Tempests? What's going through his mind right now?
He may just be thinking to play a longer game. I just love the way he has these Widow Mines here. That's so cool. I mean, a Zealot here and there adds up, right? I mean, Widow Mines are very cheap, easy to add into the army.
Yep.
This one's gonna get another hit. There's no Observer here, I don't think. I don't think he ever even got a Robo. Yeah, I don't think he has a Robo.
Oh, he's gonna be mixing in Oracles. What an interesting.
Yeah. Oracles are actually really good with this Tempest because you can use Revelation.
Yep.
And then, the problem with Tempest is they have high range, but you can't use the range unless you have Vision. Oh, this Templar is he's got full energy.
One Marine might poke up there, see what he's doing.
Oh, that would be a very useful Marine.
Oh, hi Templar.
Hello.
You have full energy. Are you gonna storm me? I dare you. Storm me!
Eaten apart by Tempest shots. Widowmine continues to be annoying there. At some point, he might just use Envision on an Oracle to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Or he may just ignore it and just continue to beat him down. Okay, the Zealots are found.
Wow.
Although QXC wanted to actually get a Doom drop into main.
Yep.
Remember, High Templar have very slow move speed. Tempests aren't super fast, so if you drop into main, you can actually do a lot of damage.
Hero's using this to kind of push out across the map because he knows where his opponent's army is.
Hero wants an engagement right now.
Oh.
Okay, one Zealot goes on. Another Zealot wraparound trying to deny a potential 4th base from QXC.
I want to see more Ghost
Widow Mine just continues to just get killed. I want to see
build 2 more Ghost Academies after he lands that 4th.
Yeah.
I want to see.
We could see QXC is approaching max. He's upgrading Vikings. He has 3-2 upgrades on his ground, whereas Hero on the ground has 2-2 upgrades working on the 3rd. So upgrades are fairly similar. Both players upgraded their air as well. QXC keeps finding these batches of Zealots.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind being able to fight. Oh, if we can get both the Templar, get one of the Templar. The division is messing it up, right? There's a shrubbery he's messing it up.
Yep.
How are these Zealots still alive? Oh, the shrubbery protected him somehow. QXC missed him. Meanwhile, we got a drop hitting to the bottom of QXC. Hero. Great wall there.
So he's gonna be okay. He thought about attacking that base on the left-hand side.
No storm quite yet. They have feedback, but if all the units get out and the medevac stays back, there's no storm.
Oh my God! So many probes falling there.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of damage being done. Of course, this late in the game, it's big, but the more important thing is, of course, army battles. Oh, gets the feedback off, and with the warping, I think Actually, he's just focusing probes. QXC continuing to micro. These zealots will be activated, but it's already a planetary, so maybe a couple SCV kills at best. With repair, it should be no problem. 6 Vikings at a time being built by QXC. Let's take a look at the unit stat. That's what's important. Is these 2 units are the most important in battles: the Templar and the Ghost.
Yes.
If the Marines get stormed, it's very difficult for QXC. If the Marines can stay alive, if there's not many storms on the Vikings or the Marines, QXC wins easily. It's all about the storms with the composition Hero is making.
So I'm trying to, like, the lack of detection, how much is that going to hurt Hero here? Because obviously the Ghost will be able to cloak.
Yeah, he still hasn't built a robo. Or no, sorry, he just finished. He just finished.
Okay.
So he now can build a couple observers. Let's look at the units. He has a single observer out right now. It was just first built. The 5th base.
Oh! These storms are catastrophic on the QXC's army too.
And the Vikings can't be healed unless he pulls SCVs or drops mules in it. And the Viking damage is actually very important. QXC may think about just retreating and repairing those up, because trying to battle with a damaged army is going to be difficult. Now, of course...
He's kind of trapped.
Oh, he can...
In a sense.
Hero's army is slow enough. I think he'll just maybe lose a 1 or 2 unit to Tempest shots. But he should be... Oh, that...
Good try.
That was so important.
Good effort.
If those Marines weren't there and that storm landed, that could have been a lot of dead Vikings. QXC still in the retreat. Luckily, that's a Zealot, not a High Templar. That could have been disastrous for QXC. QXC still using plenty of scans now. It is 4 base to 4 base. Both players on 4 bases.
Yep.
More Oracles being made by Hero. You know, upgrades are continuing to go on. Cloak is about to finish for Ghost. That could be huge. Additional command centers being built as well. I'd love to see QXC continue his air upgrades though. I think those are pretty important. Oracle's looking for the Revelation. Revelation, a key aspect of this style of play.
So resources aren't an issue that much for either player, I don't think. I mean, we've seen a fair share of counterattacks and economic attacks happen, but nothing terribly significant. So we're in a position where both players have pretty much the exact composition that they want. And now it's going to be all about the army control, where they position themselves, and how they handle these battles.
Okay, here comes the Vikings. It's all about the storms on the Vikings. Of course, Tempest not that good on their own. Oh, great storm!
God.
Oh, QXC has got to go back. He almost has to give this space up.
And the Tempest will just keep poking away at those Vikings.
Yeah.
Even a time warp on the ramp there.
Yeah, I mean, I think QXC is going to give this up and repair. He has to repair these. Okay, he's doing it. I think he's going to be there on auto repairs. He has enough Vikings that if he can deal with it, he's got to deal with those High Templar. Ghost goes down, but now he has Cloak. He's scanning to look for observers. There's one observer, he sees it. Okay, he sees the one observer. If he can get rid of that.
Oh my god.
Oh, getting a lot of, actually got a lot of Templar there.
Another storm.
Yeah.
Okay.
QXC's definitely,
I think he's dropping there at the base.
QXC lost a lot more there, but Hero had to retreat. Only a single Templar was left. If Tempest on their own, just cannot deal with the Terran army. But he killed a lot of Vikings with very good engagement.
Going for the Colossus, that'd be a nice pick off. Gonna back away. Might scoop up and go to the main. That could be a good decision.
Look at this. We do have carriers being made by Liquid Hero.
Hero trying to make the Stargate, trying to show how good the Stargate play can be. The question is, will it work out for him?
Templar somehow survived. The Miracle Templar there. Meanwhile, I feel like, remember, if you look about 2 minutes ago, you said resources weren't a problem.
Yep.
QXC had like 4,000 resources banked. Hero had 1,000. Over the last 2 minutes, look at what's happened. All of a sudden, QXC's...
He's lost so many Vikings, I think. That's
he's lost so many Vikings. The drop was nice, but it also just lost units as well. And Hero got some probes in the army. Those are a little bit confused. So QXC needs to find a way to get better engagements. And it's all, I think it's going to come down to maybe nuclear missile harassment. It's going to be big. Takes on Oracle, that was nice. Also, the Cloak Ghosts are going to be key for QXC because he cannot afford to keep eating those storms.
So units lost is still in favor of QXC. 18,000 to 16,000 right now. So that that goes to show. I don't know. I'm kind of confused about that a little bit because it feels like
there's been probably about 30 zealots that have died in
that's great.
Counterattacks that have been about nothing.
Yep.
So
yep.
In the straight up engagements, Hero's been a little better, but he's also been losing a lot on harass earlier. Now, if you notice over the last minute or two, he's really hasn't been doing that harass. I think he's realized QXC's defense is too solid. It's not going to work against him. These Tempests are, it's hard to drop against Tempest, man. Yeah, it's kind of feeding.
So I'm wondering what the plan is from here. It seems like they're both playing relatively defensively. Yeah. They're not wanting to have that big battle.
QXC's not continuing to upgrade his air, which is a little bit troublesome. As of course...
Gotta be so careful about storms right now.
Yes.
Like a storm on those Vikings would be disastrous. Again, QXC's gas is becoming a little bit of an issue.
Yes. Okay, now he's continuing up. Even getting his second armory, that could be huge. If QXC can get enough gas, he may consider adding Ravens in against the Tempest. I know he's actually talked about how he thinks Ravens are a good response if you can transition to them. Taking out the Dark Templar there. Yeah, Dark Templar harass, not able to get any damage done.
Yep. Nice defensive posture there for QXC. A planetary
Hero's army
fortress,
is
bunker,
scared.
and turret is perfectly fine. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Gosh! So you don't want to have that happen.
QXC cannot keep eating those storms. You know, a drop here, fairly effective actually. None of that goes down, but Zelt Warping will deal with that. Hero always have enough supply to warp in a few Zelts where he needs them to supplement that defense.
So QXC's going to start scanning everywhere. He's looking for a Templar, looking for observers. He doesn't want to get caught off guard.
Okay.
By
Oh,
those
look at this,
Templar.
a single cloak
Okay.
ghost.
He's going to go try to snipe. Let's see if he can.
Oh, can you get these two?
He's being really still too, so there's no movement.
Oh,
Nice
EMP gets both the ghosts there. Now Vikings
he
have to back up.
completely baited that forward. He kind of showed the Vikings that they're vulnerable, but his hero didn't know that close was there.
Exactly. Great moves by QXC. Taking out this corner base here, that's actually a pretty big move. Remember, Hero really needs gas to keep replacing. Oh, doesn't want to leave those ghosts. To keep replacing his High Templar that get picked off, you know, to keep adding more carries in Tempest, that's a lot of gas. So taking out 2 of those guys is big. That puts Hero down to 8 guys. There's QXC, of course, on a full 5 bases against Hero's 4. The Hero is remaking that 5th base.
Okay, so the next objective for these guys might be a 6th base. And that might be one of the harder ones to take.
Yes, because we're talking about these ones in the middle. They're just Widow Mine here guarding that location.
Nice.
This location is very open. And all these cliffs, I think, do favor Hero. He's shown that he's really good at using Templar and Tempest along the cliffs, using the range of those units. You know, some more Zeldin and Bio Trades. Okay, these Tempests are a little overextended. Where the... Okay, the scan sees Observer.
He can kill that Observer.
Oh,
once.
yes,
Yep,
there it
takes him
goes
out.
down. 75 more gas down for Hero. There's still another observer. Oh, there's still a couple more observers. Yeah, I think the Tempests are almost being baited. But actually, wait. If he sees there's no Templar close enough, he might be able to get a volley off. And with that many Vikings, a single volley would take out those Tempests. Meanwhile, oh, actually, this is actually really good for QXC.
Yeah.
Because DTs, remember, they're gas intensive, and he has scans. He can scan all day.
Billion Zealots warping insane here, saying, get out of here, man.
Zeld-
He's going to drop on the high ground and just dodge him.
This is one of those circumstances where you actually don't really want to warp in DTs against drops. Zealots are the better bet. Just because you're so gas starved at this point in the game, you're getting a lot more probe kills as well.
QXC, this is kind of what he's really good at. These late game multi-prong harassment scenarios.
Oh, you're talking about the 6th base. QXC's trying to set one up. I wouldn't even mind seeing like 2 planetaries there.
Sure.
Of course, Tempests are the bigger threat, but you know, just to buy timing and cells and stuff like that. These are going to be some dead Zelts as well. You know, QXC is able to develop a larger bankroll, and look at units lost. You know, QXC's extended, I think it was about 2,000 ahead last time we checked. Now he's up to 4,000. He's getting a lot of nice damage done. Now these Marauders are going to be taken out.
I think QXC's in the zone right now. He's really focusing.
Oh, look at those upgrades coming in.
He's scanning everywhere. He's looking for those observers. He knows how important it is right now that he keeps all these units alive. He has a great composition.
He just saw Hero at the bottom right. Oh, he was hoping Hero would go to Siech's Cliff, and that would be, you know, hoping he'd walk into that. Of course, these weapons are pretty cheap. It's not. Oh, the Cloak Ghost against scanning to see observers.
So be careful. There's a scan.
He's looking for the High Templar. Oh, those ghosts get taken out, unfortunately. That one didn't work out for QXC. He was able to kill a few probes from the high ground, but QXC's got to be careful.
He's a little bit trapped in a corner here.
Okay, the ghost. Oh, the ghost being taken out again. Not able to get all those observers.
Archon's, okay, we're going to have a big battle here. Turning around, are there any High Templar? Yes, there are 2 High Templar with full energy in the battle. Look out for these storms. They're going to come very soon here from Hero. QXC going to back up. He's trying to find out an optimal way to engage this, but Hero is just not relenting. He's cornering QXC. He's keeping those High Templar away, and he's forcing QXC into a tough position.
I mean, QXC's taking out a few units, but he definitely got the worst end of that trade there. It all started with losing those ghosts, not able to neutralize the High Templar. Now, there's a massive air force from Hero. Keep in mind, though, if he overextends without enough Templar support, QXC can rally out Marines at an alarming rate. And Marines can overwhelm Carriers and Tempests if you get a decent number up. So Hero's pushing across, but there's no warping pilot. Okay, he's got a lot of Zealots backing this up. He's got more Templar coming in, Oracles coming in as well to help out Revelation and Division.
This is tricky for QXC.
There's still 2 observers with the army. QXC's trying to rebuild his army, but his army supply is very low. He's at 150 supply, but so much of that is in current production.
Trying to buy time.
Yeah, he may have to give up a couple bases. Meanwhile, here comes the pylon. Hero is still on top of getting those reinforcing pylons set up. bunker. This base will fall. Of course, these are bases that aren't that important to QXC.
Yep.
If he can rebuild his army and have a good engagement, he's right back in the game. Look at Hero's bankroll. Hero's actually unable to rebuild his army, but QXC's having a tough time as well. Here's some Tempest here if he can.
Okay, Vikings sneaking up.
Yeah.
Those High Templar. If those High Templar are knocked out, though, there's only 2 there.
Yeah, he needs to get rid of the Templar.
And he doesn't have a lot of gas. Like, oh.
Oh, actually, yeah. There's not too many storms, and Hero can't warp into
He doesn't have that many High Templar.
Okay, he warped in 4 more
there
just
we go,
now.
there,
Yeah, and now he's moving. This base is going to fall. Of course, a couple of Zealots is a small price to pay. Oracles were abandoned, actually. That's pretty significant. Every unit counts at this point.
Yep.
QXC, meanwhile, taking this base as well, or attempting to. Dark Templar in the way of that. Missile turrets have a little bit against the carriers. QXC, meanwhile, moving in here with some small forces.
Oh! Great storm there. And again, you cannot afford to let that happen as QXC. Hero going to be super happy with that. Carriers coming forward, doing more damage from here. And playing a very entertaining style. And QXC having trouble coming up with an answer, targeting down those carriers. The High Templar coming forward. QXC sees him. He's going to be kiting away.
You know, if he can kill all these Templar,
okay,
look at that. All the Templar
around.
going
The High
down.
Templar are gone.
There's still a good enough. He needs to get more Marines, some medevacs. Okay, he's building more Vikings.
He's got plenty of money.
I mean, if you look at the income, right, it's pretty low for QXC. But Hero's going to start running low as well. This actually, never mind, I lied. He still has plenty of money coming in. But here come the Marines in. Oh, it's mostly Marauders, not too many Marines. Actually, here's more forces from the top. So let's get rid of the carriers first.
Trying.
Then the Tempest.
That's a lot of Vikings.
Yeah, you know, Hero can't even rebuild interceptors right now.
Hero going to try to run away here.
Look at this. He's starting to push forward, but no, not enough units from QXC getting forced back here.
And he's so gas starved right now. So he's at a point where he can literally only make Marines, and which hilariously enough
is actually what he wants.
Would be kind of okay.
2 full energy Templar. Okay, he's pushing forward here. He's retaking this base. This base, he's still. There's a DT there. That's been moved out of the way. He may just sacrifice this location. We'll have to wait and see. DT working on a missile turret. He will clean that up, though. Actually, 2 DTs here. Hero needs to scan, or QXC needs to scan, or just lure him into a missile turret. That'll work out too.
Yep.
You know, Hero has a dominant advantage now, but it's not 100% over. If QXC can muster up enough forces, Marines can do magic, but there are 2 full energy Templar. How many ghosts does he have? He only has a single ghost. If that ghost can take out a Templar, 32 Marines against only 2 carriers and 5 Tempests, although there's a lot of Zealots actually. 19 Charge-Lots. It's going to be a very, very tough battle. There's only a single medevac as well, so the Charge-Lots can be devastating.
So he can't take a direct engagement right now.
No, QXC cannot.
Impossible.
If you can knock out this base, that could be big. Now, he's got to be careful about Stim with only a single medevac. He sees the High Templar.
That's good.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
But you do have energy for feedback, so let's keep aware of those. This Nexus is going to fall.
A line of Zealots being warped in to help reinforce.
Man.
And look at this
Zealots
Hero coming in from every single direction. The Mothership Core coming forward as well. There's a Time Warp onto the Bio Army, and QXC, this might be the final stand for him. Hero coming in from every direction and cleaning up this army. QXC down to 59 in supply, down to 51-50, losing his entire army. And there's the GG. What an awesome game there. 43 minutes long. Carriers, Tempest, nuclear missiles. But ultimately, Hero able to take the 2-0 over QXC. He's going to be advancing to the winner's match,
yes,
in a sense, and QXC will be dropping to the elimination match.
That's very unfortunate for QXC. I think he put up a heroic game there, though. Yeah. A lot of great moves in this part. Just wasn't able to quite deal with the storms throughout the game. Is really the big story. Hero is consistently able to wear down QXC's army storms, and it's a difficult thing for Terran to do.
Yeah.
Hero did such a great job of. He had Templar everywhere. Like every cliff, and that was a map that had so many cliffs and ledges.
And shrubberies where your High Templar can be a ninja and just sit inside the grass, and it can't be seen unless a Zealot or unless like a Marine just walks in there or a scan happens.
And you know, Hero really used the shrubbery to the best benefit there. Landed so many great storms. I like the way he went for that strategy on that map. There's so many ledges on that map of Yonsu that it really favors that High Templar Tempest style of play.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Seeing that Stargate play is pretty darn cool. The moment we saw that fleet beacon, also got to see some nuclear missiles as well. Awesome PBT there produced by QXC and Hero. But again, Hero going to be moving on. So guys, we have plenty more StarCraft 2 coming your way. Next up, it's going to be the elimination match. And I think I want to check on the progress of the other match.
Yeah.
Okay, so Naniwa defeated Hack 2-1.
Okay, so the final match will be Hero Nano. That'll be in the main stream coming up in just a few minutes.
Yep.
On our stream in a few minutes will be Hack against QXC, an elimination match. The loser is out of the tournament. The winner plays again tomorrow morning to see if they can get into that playoff bracket.
All right, guys, don't go anywhere. More StarCraft 2 coming your way. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more StarCraft 2.